We are heading to a drag strip that's been shut down since 2005. It's in Dallas, Georgia. I believe it's called Southeastern International Dragway.
Today's gonna be a good day. Taking dumpster fire out. Haven't driven this thing in a minute. And we're going someplace very, very special. We're about to head to an abandoned drag strip. That's not really that far from me, but I've never been to it. I've been aware of it, but I've just never been to it, and today's the day. So, hopefully she starts up. Hopefully she doesn't overheat. I feel like our cardboard ducting is still, might need a little reinforcement, but it's still there. And we'll get her out and go cruising.
Do something.
It'll probably take a little bit.
Lipstick coming down. Let's see. I can. Yeah, you're good now. Go for it. Oh. Yeah, easy. Melt the battery. You're gonna melt the ratchet strap that's only sort of holding the battery down. Let me crank that down a little bit there. Really low you, but it's got choke. Maybe we could use the choke a little bit. Okay. Don't go nuts.
Just needs to put a little rewrite snack.
A little choke.
She likes that.
I don't even think you have to give it throttle now with the choke's on. Just crank. Right. This way, because you flooded it just a little.
Just a little flood?
You flooded it. I can smell it from here too. Just go ahead and crank it, but don't give me a guess. Oh wow! Here goes our battery. This one I got from my neighbor, and this one will melt the Wookiee fur off to you if you let it. Chokes are still on. So let's not completely choke it. Let's just mostly choke it. Okay. What if we fouled these plugs? Okay, try again. Well, we've tried all choke, no choke. It seemed to want to go with all choke. I'll just give it a little bit of air. I can smell the gas. Go for it. Give us some gas.
What?
Go ahead and give it gas now. We'll try everything. There we go. There we go.
We're fixing our air ducting
because we built this custom air ducting for roadkill nights, so it would make it there and try and keep it cooler. And between the rain and just sitting around, it's all coming a little bit loose.
This looks like some jerry rigging right here. What do you think, Mike?
It worked. Without the cardboard, the car overheats.
Really?
100% overheats. With the cardboard, she'll go down the highway about 220.
Oh.
Yeah. So my book is not overheating.
No, it fits like outlet bulkheads.
Jordan, my wife, just informed me that she will not be bailing me out of jail if we get arrested. To which I said, if I get banned for life from the abandoned Dragstrip, it's probably not a big deal. It's not like there's going to be a lot of birthday parties or, soccer practices or anything happening there. Not like some of the other places I'm banned for life. So, yeah. I said, keep your phone on, lady. Trust.
There's like a roll and a half of actual Gorilla Tape down there that won't even stick to it.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
That
We're fine. We're good.
That worked until it rained. This actually lasted through basically a tornado. Like this is numbers matching from the roadkill shoot. And
whoa! As he takes out the.
I meant to do that. So yeah, we're going to an abandoned drag strip, and whenever I go to an abandoned drag strip, I always look for old drag strip stuff like slicks, and I never find one. They're always gone. So I anticipate not finding one at this drag strip, so I'm going to bring one and leave it for somebody. That is awful blasphemy.
Awful blasphemy.
Yep.
You hear that, folks?
So yeah, so if you go to this drag strip, after today, it may be there.
Yeah, sure. I can talk to you in the driving room.
Real quick, I want to do something that I haven't done in a long time, and that's not asking you to subscribe to this channel, because we all know that just pisses people off. I hear you. But I do want you to support this channel by going to fsmgarage.com right now and buying some merch, because, I don't know if I told you this before, I have a shirt for the car we're about to road trip. I have a Dumpster Fire Daytona, awesome, soft, cuddly, beautiful t-shirt that you can show the world how much you love fake Dodge Daytonas just like me. Check it out. I'm not wearing it, but I'm just gonna point here. And then, we'll put it on the screen. We'll show you the front and the back. And then again, fsmgarage.com. That's where you want to go. If you want to support the channel, support Dumpster Fire, grab one of the brand new t-shirts. Thank you.
All right, people. We're leaving our warehouse, and we are heading to a drag strip that's been shut down since 2005. It's in Dallas, Georgia, and I believe it's called Southeastern International Dragway. It opened up in 1955 by a guy named Marvin, and it ran for 50 years. Started out as a 1,000-foot track, and shortly after it opened, became a quarter-mile track. In the 70s, when the cars got too fast, they shortened it to 1/8 of a mile. In the 90s, it got repaved. 2005, it shut down for good. So what I hear is the reason it shut down was the usual stuff. Houses are getting built around it, noise complaints. But from what I understand, it never got developed. So I'm sure it's Georgia, it's overgrown with weeds and whatnot, but we should be able to find the racing surface. And with any luck, we'll find, I don't know, maybe an old car part or two or an old tire. We don't find nothing, oh well. At least we went for a nice walk on a Thursday. Dumpster Fire is a 1969 Dodge Charger.
project cars to turn this into a really rusty Pro Street car. For example, this 383 came out of my 68 Charger, Death Metal. This rear end came out of my 67 Firebird, the rubber duck. This transmission came out of Blasphemy. This is the G-Force GF5R that I drove when we won Drag Week in 2019. So it's all used parts that I had laying around. You know, from 50 feet away, this kind of looks like a Dodge Daytona, but when you get close to it, you realize it's not a real Dodge Daytona. It just has the fake wing and the fake nose. It doesn't have the aero back window. But it's a fun car to look at, and thanks to the clutch assisted 5-speed, it's a fun car to drive. So let's talk about the transmission, right? It's a clutch assisted 5-speed, and what that means is obviously 5 gears, but you don't have to use the clutch if you don't want to. Of course, you take off on a stoplight in first gear, you have to use the clutch, but after that, all you have to do is unload the input shaft of the transmission just a little bit, and you can bang the next gear. So
It's so fun.
right. So you can just tap the clutch real quick and grab the next gear, or you could just lift off the throttle just a little bit and grab the next gear. Or if you try hard enough, and it isn't easy, you can just grab that lever and pull as hard as you can and get the next gear. If it was clutchless, you wouldn't have to do any of that. You could just pull the next gear. A clutchless 5-speed or a dog box transmission, those gears inside the trans have a taper cut on them so that you can just pull it into the next gear. The reason those aren't great street transmissions is every time you lift off the throttle, it falls out of gear. So when you're cruising around town, you have to hold it in gear. This doesn't have that taper on it, so I can lift off the gas, it still stays in gear. Look at Jordan hanging out the window. Should we pass him? Makes about 340 horsepower at the tires. It's got Edelbrock heads. It's got a Wyantello rim. Dual Holley inline 4160, I think, carburetors, and runs great. Doesn't set the world on fire, but it's fun to look at and makes good noises. However, this is the worst exhaust I've ever heard in my life.
What?
Yes.
Show the rest of the country this. Show the people of SoCal this. 93 octane for $3.88. And that's high for us. Like regular, it's $3.19. We should be under $3 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're feeling the hurt.
Yeah.
SoCal. Suckers.
So what? No clutch. No clutch.
You know, outside of the noise, the fumes, the rust in your eye, this is a great cruising car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, as long as you get past going deaf and, you know, the cancer, what's not to like? Oh, that's weird. I think our carbs are leaking. Is that GoPro running forward?
Yeah.
Thank God. I've never had a tunnel ram barb fire out of both.
Yeah, that was
at the
both
same
of
time.
them.
That was impressive.
All right, so here's the deal, folks. We have pulled into. Ah, crap! Somebody just pulled in behind me. This is now a housing development. I don't know if the entire racing surface is gone, but they are actively building houses here. And there's someone driving up to us right now. I don't know if we're going to get to drive around and even look, or... Nope, he doesn't care. No, but he has the same sticker on his truck as the sign on the front of the development, so... this may be a bust. Let's drive around until they throw us out.
We can add.
So that's the old drag strip.
Oh, wow. Are we like actually on it
I think we're on the original drag strip. And see the cut through the trees? There it is. Look.
It's all gone.
Damn.
They ripped it all out.
Oh, that is a bummer, dude.
Yeah.
It's gone. So we blew it. We just found out we're 3 weeks too late. Like if you look up that way, there's a cut through the tree line. That's about where the starting line would have been. And this brand new asphalt is where the old racing surface was. And it would have gone that way, except it all got ripped up and now they're developing it into homes. It makes me wonder, was this track downhill? Because like this development is downhill, you know?
A pretty healthy downhill run. I hear we're late.
Yeah, just a little bit late.
I'm
That's a
so
bummer.
bummed. I've lived here 8 years and it never occurred to me to come down here until today.
Yeah.
And we're late.
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes down the road, so thankfully I got to see it and everything. But
Wow.
where all this was part of the strip, and actually where we were was a little bit part of the strip, but this primarily was.
This was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Two of them.
There's still some tires that we see, you know, in the woods over
Really?
there. Oh, really? Yeah, some old tires.
Can we go walk around?
Let me ask my foreman real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I don't.
We won't touch anything but tires.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see what he says real quick.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
I forgot we brought a tire.
We brought a tire.
I don't know if they want a bunch of people coming to their. I don't.
Maybe they want the tire.
Maybe. I don't
If
know.
they're fans.
I wanted to leave a drag slick at a abandoned drag strip for somebody, but there's nothing here anymore.
So,
To move the headstones, but not the grips.
That's fine.
Really?
You're welcome to walk down there
Oh,
and look.
dude.
So we're like down over here?
Yeah, so if you here, I'll show you real quick. You guys
Hell yeah, let's go.
What was your name, by the way?
I'm Dawson.
Dawson?
meet you guys.
Joe.
Dawes, are you
Nice to meet
okay
you.
with being
Thanks.
on YouTube, Dawson?
Sorry.
Are you okay with being on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, cool. All right. Not the dunks. Oh no. All right. So a little update. Things are looking up. Dragstrip gone, but the company that's developing this place, we got the green light from the foreman to actually walk down here by this creek because they say there's old slicks and junk down here. So maybe we'll at least find a piece of memorabilia from Southeastern International Dragway before it's totally gone. So we're gonna go hiking. And hopefully the car's there when we get back, because I left the keys in it. That doesn't look like any drag slick I've ever seen.
No.
But I still want to go down there, because maybe down there by the creek bed, there's some random stuff. All right, that looks like a late model BFG all-terrain. Probably not a lot to do with the drag strip.
Definitely just dumped here at some point.
That was used in the later years
Yeah, I'm sure
when the asphalt got a little torn up.
they probably prepped the track with that. It was on a roller. And... Is it littering if I put my drag slick down here, even though I know this isn't a drag strip anymore?
Kind of hard to get to the other side, huh?
I feel like it's leapable.
All right, I made it. Whew. That was close. I thought I was going in.
I'm just blazing a trail for young David to walk through.
I see something in the creek right here.
Ooh, yeah, what is that, dude? Is that the lid off a barbecue? A vintage drag racing barbecue? Oh, that would explain yeah, damn it. So that cart thing that I thought I saw, that's the bottom half of the barbecue lid you're about to grab.
Yeah, but how many legends barbecued off of this thing?
Oh, I bet that's Garlitz's barbecue, bro. Dude, I bet if you look real close, it's modified.
Well, totally. Well, see,
He probably cut that part out.
This
to
was
protect
this
his
was to
feet.
modify the exhaust of the barbecue so it would cook faster.
Nah, he probably cut that part out of, to cover
And
the
then-
hole in the floor for his feet.
Here's a little moon disc. This was for the wheels on his barbecue.
All right, well, that's unfortunate because I was really looking forward to finding the cart. But now that I know
It's
that
right there.
The cart is just a barbecue, man. Oh, you know what? If this is a total
And this
bust,
is what I'm being told was something just jumped in the water.
I either found more
This
of the
must have been Don
barbecue or-
Garlich's barbecue right here.
I either found more of the barbecue or something else down here. Wow, that barbecue really just, you know, there's had quite a debris field. More barbecue? What if this barbecue is just here to throw us off from the real treasure that we haven't found yet? Homeboy probably told us we could hike down here because when we get back, our car's gone. I left the keys in it. Or worse yet, they left the piece of crap charger and took the Tundra.
Wow, who do you think drank that beer?
Oh, dude, let's archaeological dig it. I think that's Pepsi.
Is it? That's an old bottle, though. That's a pretty old bottle.
1950. Gotta be. Because when you Google Dallas Dragway or Southeastern International Dragway, there's not a lot of YouTube videos. There's no YouTube videos of it recently after it closed, but there are clips of it from the 80s and 90s when people raced here. But there's not a lot of stuff out there. Like the most info I found was I think it was Drag Illustrated had a story about it closing. So yeah, you could move here and never know your house is on top of a place where Top Fuel dragsters raced. Oh, did you find a tire?
I did.
Does it look old? It looks bald. Oh,
BFG
whoa.
the Edge.
That's squishy. What is it?
BFG the Edge. Yeah, this whole area over here is pretty squishy.
That doesn't look old. That just looks like someone did some pretty good burnouts on it, though, which counts.
They did.
I think we need to go to higher ground because I'm sinking.
Yeah.
That's better.
I found a driver's suit.
A driver's suit.
Yeah, it's for the Labrador that used to drive the 1965 Ford Fairlane. Pretty sure. You guys don't remember reading about him? We were going fast dog. Let's keep exploring.
Are you going to leave it there?
What?
Dude, you could clean that up, put it on Marketplace, and then you, too, could answer stupid-ass questions like, is this still available? And then you could say yes, and then you could never hear from them again.
Right. Yeah, I get a lot of that.
I'm doing a lot of hiking on this episode of Finnegan's Garage. In case you're wondering, van's probably not optimum in this situation. Probably working better than David's flippy floppies, though. I think we're coming to the end because you go down there and there's a swamp. Oh, precious minerals and gemstones. Look.
Look what I found.
Ah, dude. Nice. You can have both of these.
Perfect.
It's not looking like anyone launched a 671 blower from over there and it landed all the way over here.
Hey, I found part of a roll cage. Or maybe it was a part of fencing.
Oh, dude. Maybe it was Garlitz's roll cage. Swamp Rat 7. Did I tell you the story about when we went snowboarding? We're driving down 75, and in the shoulder next to the fast lane is a mini pig just cruising the freeway. And I'm like, oh my God, a mini pig. And of course, my wife's half asleep, goes, what? And I'm like, there's a friggin' pig wandering the highway. And I look back and I see two cars swerve. And I'm like, did you see that? She's like, what? I'm like, the car's swerving. There's a friggin' pig out here. To this day, she does not believe me. She thinks I hallucinated a miniature piglet wandering the highway.
Did she
She's like,
tell
I
you
know
to
you're
pull?
excited to
Hey,
go
did she?
snowboarding, but I don't think you saw a pig. I was like, I don't know
Okay,
what one
but
has
my
to do with the
question
other,
is-
but I saw a pig.
Was she concerned with you and asked you to pull over so she could take over driving duties?
No, I think she thought I was going to make bacon. What is that, a chair? Is it the seat out of a 32 Ford?
I think it's the same 65 Fairlane.
Oh, the one that the Labrador drove?
Yeah, you can
Probably.
offer it.
Well, I heard his last race was down here somewhere and they never found much of the remains.
Oh, homeboy had a toter home. Labrador had a toter home. Look, there's the mattress out of the toter home.
Yeah.
That goes with his toter home chair. Big pimpin'. That's part of the track.
100%.
That's an old piece of asphalt right there. Want it?
No.
Dude, Don Garlics drove on that. Petty tried to drive on it. Didn't work out, but I'm sure he came near. He came near.
If he would have been successful, it probably would have been more. But,
This,
this is just another one of those items that they would ask if it was still available. I never heard from people.
yeah, you just put it out there, though, and you just don't even check your messages, bro. Just leave it on the internet. And then one day, log in and see how many people wanted to know if it was available.
Or a piece of asphalt that may or may not have had Don Garlitz and Richard Petty crash on.
Junior Johnson.
Wow.
Didn't crash, but drove here. That's the racing surface. All right, so check it.
Oh yeah, like this one here.
So the original track, right, on the
There's
right.
a piece of actual flat asphalt.
And you may know more about this than I do. The original track was tar and asphalt, and then the other one, the quarter-mile one they built, was all asphalt. So that piece that you had, the first one, it was just like a top coat. It wasn't all asphalt. But this one,
Well, this one's
That
been
looks all asphalt.
repaved.
Yeah, they had to have repaved it.
This one has been repaved over.
in the 90s,
And this would
track got
probably
repaved.
be the quarter-mile strip, since the quarter-mile strip went right here. And they literally just tore this out. You can still see asphalt in the ground out here.
oh, dude, this is it. Okay,
This is the quarter-mile drag strip right
they
here.
haven't paved down here. This is the racing surface.
Yes.
Look at that. Okay, this was not a complete and utter bust. This is the asphalt. This is where the drag strip was.
Was at one time.
There's the hole through the tree line where the starting line would have been. This would have been the shutdown for a quarter-mile track. We found it. I can't exactly drive my car down here or park it because it'll rip what's left of that crappy valance off the front of it. But we made it. We're here. If you guys hurry, I figure for the next week, this will still be here, this part. You can see the wing. There's dumpster fire. This is what's left of Southeastern International Dragway. There's asphalt under this dirt right now. There are chunks of it still down there if you want a piece of this legendary track. But ain't gonna be here much longer. Props to these guys for letting us walk all over this place. If I were them, I wouldn't have let me in here. I'd have been like, nah, I'm cool. You guys just play on, players.